And so once I decided to stop taking my birth control pills, like I was still taking the metformin, I decided to stop taking the birth control, and I was planning to meet with my doctor about getting on some more birth control, like figuring out like a different alternative. But once again, the job that I was in, like, they ended up closing like a month after that. So the health insurance that I had with my job, like, it was gone. So didn't have any more health insurance, but like I still didn't want to take the birth control pills that I had. Talked to my boyfriend about it. I was like, okay, I don't really like these. I don't like how they make me feel. I'm probably not gonna keep taking them, and we can look into other alternatives of like birth control methods, or you know, we can just kind of take our chances with it. I would say like, what's a good way to say this? Like, basically, I told him that I'm not taking the birth control pills anymore, and we can either find different alternatives to prevent pregnancy, or we can, continue on the way that we've been doing with the possibility of me getting pregnant. And I feel like the chances of that are slim because like after trying for so long, I never got pregnant before. So I feel like the chances of that are slim, but it's always a possibility. So, you know, and we talked about it and we decided what we were going to do. And that's how we made our choice. So, um, then in March, like I got my last period in March, and after I had my last period in March, after getting my period in March, I did not get it again for when was the last time I went? I went to the doctor in May, April, May. Is that right? I guess so. So, like, the last day of my first period was March 11th. After that, I never got my period again. This sounds like it's been a long time, but it wasn't because I ended up going to the doctor in May. But after that, I didn't get another period. So after that, I was just kind of like, okay, maybe I have another cyst, or maybe my cycles are just gonna be like irregular from now. Like, I was just not thinking that I was pregnant at all because, like, again, my past history of me not being able to get pregnant, like, it was just being, like, it was just really hard. So I figured, okay, like, I don't have a period. Like, I can't get pregnant if I don't have a period. So, whatever. But, um, so yeah, that was it. And so I didn't get a period in April. Um, and after like not getting my period after the last one I had in March, I was just kind of like, okay, well, I don't have to be worried about birth control now. Like, I ain't having a period. I'm not getting pregnant. Like, there's no, ovulating. Like, nothing's functioning. So it's like, I'm not getting pregnant. Like, it's not happening. So, whatever. And I was just kind of like, whatever, this is expected. Like, I guess I'm just like having irregular cycles or having another cyst or something like that. So I was just kind of like, okay, well, there's no way I'm getting pregnant because I'm not having a period. So, and so I didn't get a pregnant. I said didn't get a pregnant. I didn't get a period in April, and I didn't get a period in May. And I would say kind of like early May, probably the first symptom I had was like crying all the time. Definitely like the first symptom I had. And I remember like the first time I was crying hysterically. Like, me and my boyfriend, like, what were we doing? I don't know. But like, I want him to come outside and go for a walk with me. Like, we just go walking, get some exercise. And he was like, no, it's too hot outside. I don't want to go. You can go. I'll wait for you till you get back. But, like, I'm not going in the heat. And I just, like, started crying, like, hysterically, bawling. Like, someone had just killed my cat. And so it was just like, you don't want to go. Like, I don't know. It was crazy. So that was like the first time. And like after I had my meltdown, of course he was just like hugging me and holding me like, what? Like, I'm pretty sure he was probably thinking like, what the hell? Like, it was not that serious. But he didn't say that. He was just kind of like, it's okay, I love you. Like, we could go walking. Like, just stop crying. And so afterwards, he was just like, like, this is okay. These videos are harder to talk about than I thought, especially when I feel like I'm not in the house by myself. But anyways, so after me like crying hysterically and breaking down, he was just kind of like, of course, trying to comfort me and all that. And so afterwards, he was just like, what did he say? Like, he was like, do you think you're pregnant? No, that's not what he said. He was like, you might, no, he was like, so what's really going on? Like, why are you crying like that? And I was just like, duh, you didn't want to go walk with me. I mean, I don't know. He was just like, did that really make you that upset, basically? And I was just kind of like, really, yeah, I don't know. He was like, you don't even know why you're crying. He was like, you might be pregnant. Did you take a pregnancy test? And I was just like, no, like, pregnant? Like, where did you get that from? Like, come on, like, I was not feeling it. I was just like, no, me? No, I haven't even had a period. Like, duh, but like, anyways, so I'm just like, no, I don't think I'm pregnant. He was like, you might be. You should probably take one. And I was just like, whatever. And then I think like kind of a while went by. I don't remember what else happened. I probably got emotional about something else. And he was just like, you need to take a pregnancy test. And I was just like, I'm not pregnant. He was like, you need to take one. Just take it. So I was like, okay. So so like one day where was he? He had went somewhere and it was just me at home, and I went to get something to eat. And then, of course, I went to Dollar Tree, and then they had, like, the dollar pregnancy test. And I'm just like, I'll just grab one of these dollar tests because, like, I'm not pregnant. Like, I never get pregnant. Like, I mean, I can't even really get pregnant. Like, And I know, like, there's always a possibility. But after me having taken, like, so many pregnancy tests in the past and they're all being negative, even when I had all the signs, it was just kind of like, yeah, I'm probably not pregnant. Like, if you have PCOS and you tried to get pregnant before, if you had like pregnancy scares before, you kind of know what I mean. Like, of course, there's always the possibility that you could be pregnant, but once you had like so many negatives, you just kind of like, whatever, whatever. So, I got the dollar pregnancy test, and I was just like, nothing's gonna happen, but whatever, I can just take it and be like, ha, I told you, whatever, So I got the dollar pregnancy test. I took it, like, I had it all set up. So look at my shadow on the back. But anyways, so I had it all set up because it's always best to use first morning urine. So like I had it all set up so that the next morning when I wake up, I had to sit and kind of like right there on my dresser so I wouldn't forget it. So I can remember to take it because I'll go to the bathroom and just like forget it, Anyways, so I took it and I was just like, like, it said I was pregnant. And I was just like, and like, I don't know. maybe if I didn't have so many, uh, maybe if I didn't take so many tests in the past that said like negative, 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 I probably would have made it more to the point where it was like me and him together while I was taking the pregnancy test. But I just like I guess I was in denial about it, and I just like I felt like like I wasn't pregnant. Like no, it's not gonna happen. And even with PCOS, if you have like a cyst or something like that that's on your ovaries or anything that's kind of down there that can affect how your periods flow, it can also give you fake like pregnancy symptoms. So when I had like my cyst, like 2015 around that fall time, I was having kind of like symptoms. Like I'll have like a little morning sickness, like small pregnancy symptoms. But it was because I had the cyst on my ovaries and I wasn't getting my period, and my body was behaving as if I was pregnant even though I wasn't. So things like that, you get false pregnancy symptoms and stuff like that. So I was just like, no, like I'm not pregnant. So I took the test from Dollar Tree and I was just like, literally, that was my face. Like, like I was just shocked for like a minute. Like I was stuck. And I just kind of smiled about it, and I was like, "Wow, like this could be real." Then I was like, "No, no, no, no. This is probably not right because I've never had a positive pregnancy test. Like this ain't right." So I told him, I sent him like a picture in the text message, and I think I called him, and he was like, "For real?" Like, "Oh my god!" And he was like, "Okay, go get another one, take another one." So, um, after that, I think I waited like a few days or like a week or something. And then me and him went and got another one together. And I got a more expensive one from Walgreens. And he was like right there when I took it. And so that one said pregnant too. And I was just like, oh my God. Like maybe this is like a cyst that's giving me like false pregnancy, like false HCG levels or something. Cause like me pregnant, like no. So again, he was just like, like I want to. Like he was like, I want to tell my friends or something like that. I don't know. And I was just like, I don't believe this. So, so yeah. So I took a second one from Walgreens and more expensive one to say I was pregnant as well. So I was like, okay, wow, uh, something's going on. So I made an appointment at the Care Pregnancy Center. It's kind of like a Planned Parenthood type thing where I live. And again, because I didn't have insurance, like the job I was working at closed down. So the insurance I had with my job, that was gone. So I needed something that was affordable, and so it's kind of like a Planned Parenthood, but it's not a Planned Parenthood. It's called Care Pregnancy Resource Center, and they do like basically all the stuff that Planned Parenthood does, like information on sexual health and different stuff like that. So after we took the second pregnancy test, stop it. Okay. So I got the second pregnancy test that was more expensive. I took it, was pregnant, we were there together, and he was just kind of like, and he was like more like happy about it. Like I was kind of happy, but at the same time, because of like the past experiences I had, it was like I was happy, but I kind of had like this like doubt in the back of my mind, like okay, maybe it's something else that's going on that's kind of affecting my results, or um, maybe the baby might not make it. If I am, something's probably gonna go wrong before I even like finish my first trimester, because I have PCOS. Baby might not be getting nourishment, like just and like it was just a lot of doubt and like I guess kind of like bad thoughts in the back of my mind. So I was kind of happy, but at the same time, it was just kind of like, you know, and he was just kind of like, so I went to the care center and they did a pregnancy test there, and they was like, okay, you are definitely pregnant. They gave me like a bunch of like pregnancy pamphlets, books. They told me that I was about 11 weeks, which I feel like is pretty far along to find out that you're pregnant. Like you're almost done with your first trimester, so I feel like that's like pretty far along. But it took me a while before I even like took a pregnancy test or anything like that, just because like having PCOS, like I know like having irregular cycles and stuff like that is pretty common. So I wasn't like as concerned with getting a pregnancy test. But once I did, they were like, okay, you're probably about 11 weeks judging from your last missed period. Um, they just gave me a bunch of information. Some doctors I can go to, affordable health insurance. They help people that are pregnant. Different stuff like that. They gave me a lot of helpful information. They were really helpful. Like I really loved that place. Like it was so nice. It was a nice, comfortable environment. They had it kind of set up like maybe if you ever been to like a midwife's office or something like that, it almost looked kind of like a therapist, a comfy therapist office or something like that. Like it had like medical equipment, but there was a little couch in the room, and they had like scented candles and like nice colorful throw blankets. It was really nice. All the women, they were really helpful, and so they were like, you're definitely pregnant. Gave me all the information that I needed, a little background information like as far as, you know, reproductive health and stuff like that. And then I went like on a Tuesday, because I wanted to go there Monday, because my boyfriend was like super excited. He was like, okay, so you're just pregnant. I was like, no, I have to go to the doctor. So we were gonna go there Monday, but Monday was like a Labor Day or something. It was some holiday, some type of holiday. So the center was closed. So I went there Tuesday, and that was the day they were like, okay, you're definitely pregnant and all that. And then they gave me an appointment to come back that Friday for an ultrasound. And I went back there Friday. We went and did the ultrasound. And like the whole time I was just kind of like, my boyfriend was really excited about the ultrasound. He was excited about me being pregnant. And like before we even went for the ultrasound, like he was just like, okay, I want to tell people like I'm excited. And I actually think he told his brother probably like the day that we left, like that Tuesday, and they were like, okay, you're definitely pregnant. I think he told his brother that day. But I didn't want to tell anybody till I knew like for sure, because again, with my past history, and I was just like really nervous about like it not being like not really being a pregnancy, or not going to be like a successful or healthy pregnancy. So that was really nerve-wracking for me. So I didn't really want to tell people. Like I was kind of happy about it, then I kind of wasn't. It was kind of bittersweet, because I feel like um like I have like I'm more prone to having a miscarriage, or like I'm more prone to something going wrong. So like I was happy, but I wasn't. So after we went and did the ultrasound, um, they confirmed that there was a baby. We got to listen to the baby heartbeat. And that was probably like the moment for me. That was kind of like the moment to me where I was kind of like, okay, like I'm probably pregnant, versus like the first time you take your pregnancy test and you're like, okay, I might be pregnant. Like that never really clicked for me until like the first ultrasound where I got to see the baby and hear the baby's heartbeat. So that was kind of when it clicked to me, like, yeah, I'm pregnant. So, and during the ultrasound, he was the OB doctor that was in there. He said, well, based on your last missed period, we guesstimated that you were about 11 weeks, but your baby is actually measuring 2 weeks behind that at about 9 weeks. So we're going to go with that. So the first due date they gave me when I was 11 weeks, well, that Tuesday, was December the 19th. And after I went for my ultrasound, he pushed me back 2 weeks. So he said, okay, let's go with January 2nd, because his baby's measuring around like 9 weeks and 4 days. I remember exactly. And so it was like after that point was kind of real, and yeah, it was nice. And we didn't even like make it to the car good, and my boyfriend was like, I'm gonna put this on Facebook. Like, and I was just like, no, like he was just so ready to tell everybody, and I was just kind of like, no. So he actually ended up telling his family before I told my family. So yeah, like I did. After the ultrasound, I kind of waited a few weeks, and the first person I wanted to tell was my mother. So maybe I should make that a separate video, like telling people I'm pregnant. There should be a video on that, probably. I don't know. If you want a video on it, let me know, but it probably doesn't count because I'm just going to do like immediate family. So anyways, after my ultrasound, the heartbeat and all that, I was like, okay, like I can tell my mother. So that was like the first person I wanted to tell. Me and my mom on the way to go and get some Mexican food. I'm trying to see if she came out yet. So we're going to go get some Mexican food. And neither one of us is like really dressed up or anything. It's just like a casual day. So I'm going to surprise her. Oh, she's coming.
Still do it. Because I can do it through the other one.
Hello. Here.
Oh, I got a card?
You don't say nothing you don't want recorded.
What is it for? Just for being gone?
Don't drop it in the sauce or nothing.
Look. Hey, cheery, hello.
Okay.
Oh my God.
You gotta read the card.
Oh my
Mom,
God.
read it out loud.
Hope every little thought this. I can't read it. Hope every little thought this brings adds sunshine to your day and brighten every hour in very minutes. I mean, in nicest ways. Congratulations. You're going to be a grandma. Oh my God, Boogie, Jeremy, and Baby Yo.
No, just baby.
You don't name Baby Yo. What, it supposed to be a boy, girl? How many months it supposed to be?
9 weeks. But she was actually gone on a cruise. So I had to wait till she came back from the Bahamas. And I took her out to lunch. And I gave her like a card. I don't remember what it said. It was like a nice surprise on the way for a granny to be or something like that. And inside of the card, I just put like my ultrasound pictures in there. And I was like, congratulations, you're going to be a grandmother. And she was like, oh. So, but she wasn't upset or anything like that. She just like immediately jumped into like, okay, so when I was pregnant, I ate a lot of this type of food, or you should eat this type of food, or you can do this might make you sick. So just jumped straight into like parenting / grandmother mode. That was pretty much it. And the first person that my boyfriend told was his brother, then like his mom, then like 2 of his friends, and then it just kind of spiraled down there. But all of his family knew before I told my mom, because again, like I wanted to wait to be sure, and then I also had to wait until my mom came back from her cruise. And before I told anybody else, I wanted to tell my mom first because me and my mom are close. So I waited till she came back, and I ended up telling her. And then I told my sister, and I didn't tell my sister. I told my sister probably like 2 weeks after I told my mom. So that was that. Um, what else? Anything to say about my PCOS story? How I found out I was pregnant, and yeah, that was it. I think this video is long enough. Um, I'm 18 weeks. No, I'm not 18 weeks anymore. I'm actually 19 weeks currently while filming this video. I go for my anatomy scan on my 20th week. So I'll probably wait to do like a 20-week update to tell you guys about my anatomy scan. I'm going to do a gender reveal dinner, so include some clips of that. And you guys will get to see whether I'm having a boy or girl. So the next update, 20-week update video should be pretty exciting. It have a lot of information in it. I'm super excited. Like, I cannot wait. I think that's all I have to discuss on how I found out I was pregnant and a little bit on my PCOS background story. But if you have any questions about anything that I mentioned, please leave it down below. I know somebody probably have something negative to say, especially like on the par with me, being in denial about being pregnant. Like, of course, there's always that possibility, but I feel like if you have PCOS, then you can relate to what I'm saying, like how I felt. So I don't want any comments on like anything like that or any of my personal choices or personal feelings. Like, I knew better, but it was just how I felt. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, if you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to know, or any videos that you want to see in the future, let me know. I'll do them, hopefully, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.